So, if I were to tell you there was a sport anime that was only girls, and these girls would go out fighting each other on this platform in the middle of a pool, and the only way they could fight though was using their boobs and their butts, and the goal was to knock each other into the pool. The last one standing on the platform would win. Would you think I would be making this anime up? What would you think if I said that I wasn't?
Say what?
The anime that I'm talking about is Keijo. It's on Crunchyroll, if you're wondering, the dub. I've actually watched the entire series of this before, like 4 years ago, and I watched the sub version of that. Back then, Crunchyroll didn't have the dub version of it, they do now, and I remember just thinking, how in the hell did this show get made? Given there are a lot of anime out there that are just crazy, like they try to have a good story to them, but the elements to it are just like they're trying to be fan service, or they end up just being hilarious, like High School DxD or Dawn to Dawn, for examples. Both of those have good stories to them, but the elements that go on through that anime are what make this show hilarious. Anyway, with Keijo, I love the first episode. If you've never seen the first episode, it's great. I mean, it first opens up with these girls playing the actual game Keijo, and their boobs are going, their butts are jiggling, and you think it's total fan service. And the MP goes out into the crowd saying, "Oh, the crowd's going absolutely nuts!" And I had to take a moment to scroll back through the episode to see the crowd, because I'm like, that crowd is just dudes. But after a closer look and pausing it, I'm like, oh no, there are a couple girls in there. But so funny. I thought it was just like a sport dedicated to women that only men would like. And honestly, it really is. I mean, it's just chicks pounding on each other with their boobs and butts. It's pretty great. So the main character, her name is Nozomi Kamanoshi. She's 18 years old. She just graduated high school. And she had the chance to go to the Olympics because she's really good at gymnastics. But she decided to give that up for a career in Keijo, because Keijo, she says, has so many more perks to it. You make good money doing Keijo. You meet so many great people doing Keijo. You travel the world doing Keijo. And her best friend, who was, she's just this girl who was like, she was this promising Kaido, or Kendo. It's like some kind of martial artist that she was really promising and having a promising career in. But once she learned what Keijo actually was, she decided that she wanted to do it as well. And she's having like these family struggles because her father is this super talented martial artist that wanted her to go into martial arts as well. But when he learned that she wanted to do Keijo, there's kind of a rift between them now. But it's a really fun. Anyway, the girls end up going to the school where the whole Keijo tournament's gonna be held, and we get these flashbacks and how they ended up going to the school. And we see these girls, like, what they went through. Like, Nozomi, we see that, like, she went up against these 20 girls, and, I guess it's like the semifinals, and how she takes on all these different girls using these different techniques. And I love it. Like, there's this one girl with this pink hair, and she's knocking these girls out cold, man. Like, she's knocking them into the pool, or she's just knocking them out, like, just making them pass out somehow. We find out later that Nozomi's figured out that she's using her boobs to knock their jaws, so like, I guess like the jaws connected to the brainstem or something like that. They describe it that way. And so once the jaws hit in the right way, it just shocks the brain so the girl just collapses. But so it ends up just being Nozomi versus this pink-haired girl. And we get some of the best lines that has ever been said in anime in a dub. Like there's this one part where Nozomi says that, or Naomi says that how she figured out how the pink girl was knocking these girls out. And the pink-haired girl's just like, wow, that's really impressive the way that you slammed your face into my butt.
If anyone's impressed, it's me, because I thought I'd won. I didn't expect you to pull your jaw back and slam your face into my butt.
It's pretty great. Also, when Nozomi's taking on this pink-haired girl, her best friend is taking on this girl. And there's this one line where, like, her best friend kind of creates a mirage of herself, and she's fighting this one girl that's, like, totally cocky of herself, and she's like, oh yeah? You think those little melons will stop me? And she goes in for the knockout, and her best friend ends up knocking the girl out instead, and it's like, oh wow, those boobs were her butt! And she falls into the water.
What the hell? Those giant boobs were her butt!
I just love the lines used in both the sub and dub, because it's just a hilarious anime. You know that it's trying to take itself seriously, but at the same time with the dialogue and what you're seeing on the screen, you just can't help but having a great time laughing at it, because it's just that good. Anyway, we get back to Nozomi taking on the pink-haired girl. There's like this special effect that Nozomi has. Again, it's a ridiculous thing. It's called the bust-to-bust attack. It's where Nozomi just basically clashes her boobs against the pink-haired girl's boobs. So it's like a showdown of rubbing their boobies together. I don't know how else to put that. It's hilarious, just like, at this one point when she's gonna be knocked into the pool, she like clenches them together so it grabs the front of the other girl's swimsuit. So it's like, kind of like this. It's like pulling her toward the pool, but the pink-haired girl breaks free. And then, like, there's only 10 seconds left in the clock, and Nozomi's like, alright, no more fooling around. I gotta take this girl out. And she goes in for the kill, but the pink-haired girl does a sneak attack. She ends up knocking the Nozomi out. She falls into the pool. Nozomi loses. But luckily, she does perform well enough to be accepted into the school where she's gonna be taught to be an all-star Keijo player. Surprisingly though, even though Nozomi and her best friend did perform some of the best performances to get into the school, they're given this one room which is like called the ghost room, because like it's the underdog room. It's the lowest of the low where students get sent for the school, because basically it's like saying they have no talent and they're gonna be out of here by the end of the week. They are never gonna make it. But they do find these two partners. One's a really cute brunette girl that's super quiet, and one's like this Western Japanese girl that's just trying to hide her accent. It's pretty awesome. I do love the other characters in this anime. There's this one girl that's my favorite. Not only does she have a really cool anime design to her, but like, as the anime go on, you find out that some of these characters, they have superpowers, which adds to the humor of the anime. But the girl that I'm talking about, her nickname is a Rin. And what's cool is that she is super fast. Not only does she have a really cool character design to her, but when she decides to go super fast, like, the top of her hair will pop up. So it's like she has fox ears, which is really cool. And there's this girl that, she like when she activates her power, it's like a devil dog, she calls it Cerberus, that just follows her opponent and will attack it really strongly. It's such a weird anime, but I love it. Anyway guys, that is a quick summary of the first episode of Keijo. If you've never seen it, if you've never heard of it, I would definitely recommend looking into it. Because if you love anime like High School DxD or Dawn to Dawn or Naruto or any anime that like tries to have a serious story to it, but often breaks off into the comedical side of anime, Keijo is definitely something to look into. Plus, both opening and ending songs of this anime are just really fun. Anyway, that's what I got for you. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, be awesome. And yeah, I'll see you around for next videos. Have a good day.